Welcome back to the Pure Goddess channel. My name is Gwenly. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been really heavy lately. So many things going on worldwide, and especially here in the States, in the US, a lot of injustices. And it's all painful, heartbreaking, emotional, a lot of resentment and anger, that we all have. And sometimes, it has to get to a point like this, for things to change for the better in this world and in the US. I'm located in Oregon, and there's just a lot going on here. I live in the Gresham, Portland metro area, and ice has been very heavy around where I live, where I grew up, where my parents live. And everything, you guys, is energetic. Everyone feels the heaviness, and also, the government shut down and SNAP. I myself received SNAP, and it's definitely concerning, but thank the Lord we have health and we're able to work. And for the ones who have family members, friends, loved ones who can help, and if you have kiddos, you have your children, you can get help from your loved ones. I've been very emotional these past few weeks, because everyone, no matter the color of your skin, everyone feels the heaviness and the injustices and how imbalanced the world is at this time. And it's all for a greater purpose, and I am a believer of Jesus Christ, and he is doing something big for us. Justice will be served, and new change is coming. A better world is coming. We just have to go through that darkness in order to come out into the light. And we must believe and keep faith and pray, for humanity. Make sure we have a prayer life, and make sure our faith is at a level, where we give that belief and that blessing of faith to others, especially in these times. it's very easy to go into, most of the population, a lot of the population who are, who receive SNAP, who are immigrants, who are people of color, a lot of us are in panic. We are in like a scarcity mindset, just very afraid, or have more negative tendencies at this time. Lack of faith, especially, and it's really important to keep our faith up and believe that the Lord will bring justice and balance. And I am a believer of I fast, right? It's healthy to fast, and God is bringing us all back together, bringing our roots, our people back together, just humanity, and showing us what really and truly is important in this life, and honestly what truly is important, the basics that we need in life, and material stuff, comparing, and even middle class or people who have a decent living are starting to struggle, right? For the past year, 2 years, with inflation and everything, just everything, and it's just important to see at this time what truly is important. Having a roof over our heads, having food at our table, having clean drinking water, having a warm bed, having a safe space, and keeping that faith and prayer life strong. Having faith that everything's gonna be okay. God is real, and we are all going to see that He is real soon. And fasting at this time is really important as well. It will bring you closer to the Lord. And it will help you change mentally in a more positive way, because we are so programmed to, the government, society. We are programmed. We have been programmed by the system our whole lives to see and to put importance in what is important in our life, right? To have status, to have status with material stuff, having a brand new car, luxury car, a home, having a degree, society, you know, wearing the top brands, and how, you know, our reputation, how others see us, and how we should be, right? It's like we're literally in a movie, how we should be acting, how people should perceive us. You know, it's all an illusion. You know, every system, especially 777 on a license plate right now, especially the school system, how broken it is, the public school systems. You know, people have been talking about it for years and years. I just experienced very harsh reality with my son. He is 4, and I had enrolled him over the summer of this year into a preschool program within elementary school for Portland Public Schools. And you know, I'm, you know, hoping for the best and hoping that my son will not be, it's not gonna fail him, the school system, like it failed me. And my son did not last, he did not even last 2 weeks. This was in beginning mid-September, when all the children start school here in Oregon, and he just had a very, very bad experience with 2 of his teachers who mistreated him, emotionally, mentally, and physically abused him in the span of a week and a half total. And how they mentally traumatized them and emotionally traumatized them. He now has, you know, he has trauma, he has anxiety. He is afraid of going to school now. He is afraid of teachers. He gets anxious, and low self-confidence, low self-esteem. Just a very bad experience for him, right? Because of how the school systems are, how they have to mold you, control you, instill all these things within you so you could fit the mold of how one should be in the US. And that is something I have always been against, but I did not expect it to be this soon for my son, and obviously gaining more information about different methods of schooling. I was getting into that, you know, wanting something different for my son other than what I went through when I was a child. So I did not expect it to happen this soon for my son. Even though the program he was in is a preschool separated from the actual elementary school, but the curriculum, the way that they were teaching these little babies who are 4.5 years old, was the same way it would be the next year. And he did not last 2 weeks because I I'm a mother. I am a human being that's trying to break generational curses, raise the kids of the future differently than how we were raised, and just raise them to not have fear. I am myself, I am an immigrant, and my parents are immigrants, and coming from a family like this, fear and worry was normal to us in our life. And that's something that I since my son could comprehend things, to instill it into his life that we should not have fear. We should speak up for ourselves. We are allowed to say no. We should treat others how we want to be treated. Everyone has their rights, right? Everyone has their feelings and their validations. Everyone is allowed to feel how they want to feel. And it's just crazy how, our family, which is my son and I, we are people of color. And just to see how we were treated by American teachers, and especially who our president is now, there was no shame in treating us this way. It was like more validating to them that it was okay for us to be treated this way by them. And I fight for people who come into my life, who I pass by. If I see injustice, I will stand up for people. And for my son, I will fight for him, and every mother, a lot of mothers can say this. It's still an open investigation from where, I reported, and since I know a little bit about how would you say that, the legal system, in a sense, I know that reporting to the agency, to CPS, is not enough, to the DHS is not enough, and needing to report, to actually make a police report, do something more, more of a serious thing, because these kids who are being mistreated, and it's not okay, and this is who I'm raising, right? I'm raising a son to be independent, and to be able to have a voice, and to be able to feel safe within him, no matter where he is, what environment he's in, and it's real tough. It's real tough. For example, if we were in another class, if we were in a better school system,
in a richer school district, things would have been different. And that's just the reality that we live in, you know. That is the goal of the enemy, the goal of the system, the environment, to make ourselves feel like nothing, for us to believe that our environment, this is what we are always going to be to be in, right? Like stuck in a hole. We can't ever get out of this hellhole that we're in, that the system has put us in. You know, to be chained to things like this. We all have choices and we are free. But because of our lack of resources, lack of finances, these are the people that are being targeted at this time. Lack of status, you know, is basic human decency. It is our right, you know. And they're even taking all this away from us. You know, all these evilness, these evil beings, who are taking a part of what is being done to harm and to harm us. These people are doing the devil's work. And just not too long ago, you guys, the mask, the veil was gone. People started seeing the reality of life, the truth. And we are getting to the end of times where all of this is going to be over. But before we can see the light, we need to all see and witness and experience what it is to do the devil's work, to truly see everything, a mirror, to have a mirror in our faces and see who we really are. If you're doing the devil's work or not, if you are the one suffering from all of this, all these things that are going on that are purposely being done to us, putting a mirror to those who don't want to heal, putting the mirror to those who doing better. Putting a mirror to those who are selfish and egotistical and self-centered, right? And ignorant. Putting a mirror to those who just think about material and money and status and how others perceive them and what the other person's wearing. All this is done with. There's no more hiding. And this is God's work. We are God's children. And some things do hurt. Some things hurt. But it's for our best interest. At the end of the day, at the end of the storm, at the end of this evilness that we're going through, this is multiple tests and lessons in our lives that we have to take and digest, because it's very hard to digest things like this. It's very hard to even wrap your head around this type of stuff. A lot of people are fortunate. A lot of people grew up with with their parents, their ancestors, having farmland, having farms and acres and land and creating a business, or having some type of wealth. What is that called? Generational wealth, right? Everyone in this world is experiencing some sort of struggle, injustice, God is gonna make everyone have a taste of what it is to truly lose or have lost before he starts this new earth, this new world. Sorry guys, there's a guy on the bike that is in the way and he's still not going. The energy is very, very heavy. For those who are empaths, who truly feel, who are introverts, who truly feel for people, it's very heavy for us at this time. 333. And plus it's Mercury retrograde. People will be acting up. Our shadows are gonna come out. Shadow work that we have to do will be coming around for us to heal.
a lot is going on. So it's very important to watch our words, watch what we say, how we react to things. Yeah. This is our biggest test of for humanity, is to see how people are gonna be there for others, to really show others who we truly are from the bottom of our heart, without any masks, who we are truly. We are all being put in a position where we have to show ourselves and be there for those that need the help. It's do or die, you know. It's like there's no waiting, there's no second chance. You know, this is our big task that God has put in front of us. Are you going to do the right thing or not? Are you going to be selfish or be the bigger person and take that first step and heal yourself while you're healing others or helping others? Putting your ego aside, not being ignorant, not being selfish or greedy, not just thinking of yourself, or because you have a vehicle and the other person doesn't, so you look the other way. Not standing up for others. This is a test God is putting in front of everyone. That is why these times are so crucial and so emotional for the whole US, for the whole world, because this is our time, for the people who truly have a heart, and for those underdogs, for those people who have been trampled on, betrayed, lied, those people, because you don't have material wealth, you know, because you know, it's like we need to show up for just humanity. We need to show up. And it's easy for us, for the people who have pure hearts, heart of gold, who always want to help, who know what struggle is, and will not leave the next person they see struggling. They're gonna be that helping hand for them. They're not gonna let them down. You know, being that open door for someone who needs help. This is our time. You know, these are the real celebrities. People like us are the real celebrities, and will be the real celebrities in this new earth. Trust and believe. God is making changes that look like it's for the worse, but it's for the better. This storm will be over. There will be no more masks, lies, illusions anymore. And we all have to look up at the light. Look at the end of the tunnel and see the light, and keep going and going and not give up. Don't look back. We need to go towards God. And and pray and believe and carry that mustard seed of faith with us and not give up. Keep going, because God sees the work that we're putting in. He sees. And our time is going to be the time that, the time and effort and the faith and the belief that we're putting in. He sees it, and it's going to be all worth it. Time is near, and we will be rewarded for our good hearts, because that's how the Lord sees us. Just know that we are protected by the Most High, and He sees. He sees all the injustices going on. And He's our Father. If you are angry, if you're sad, if you're depressed, if you want to scream, you just have a conversation with the Lord in a quiet place, anywhere that you feel you have your peace and you feel safe. Standing, doing whatever. Just have a conversation with Him. If you're angry, if you're sad, if you need to yell, if you need to just shout at God, He is listening to you. As long as you're believing Him, you're believing that He's real. That's all we need, is this mustard seed of faith. You guys, don't give up. Don't give up. We are so close. We are so close. When you feel like you're closing your heart, you're closing yourself up from all the injustices, all the greediness, the selfishness, the hatred, from the government, from these systems, mistreatments, abuse. Don't close your heart. Don't give up on yourself or others. Always talk to God, pray to God. Before you go and talk about your problems or your frustrations, your anger, your sadness, whatever, to whoever you're gonna talk to, if it's your parents, your best friend, your partner, your friends, go to God first. Because when you talk to God, that's also a prayer. Show God for your heart not to close from all this evilness going on in this world. Talk to the Lord before you talk to anyone else about your problems, about whatever it is, good or bad. News, if it's bad news, good news, talk to the Lord first. The Lord will heal us while we are speaking to Him, praying to Him, pleading and yelling at Him. He is healing our heart at that moment. Keep the faith up, you guys. Believe that the Lord is real. Jesus Christ will bring peace to you when you leave it all in his hands. You will have a peace within you in all this chaos, this evilness in this world. You will have a peace in you that he will bring, and you will believe that he is real and that he is the only king. He's the only one. We must be obedient to him and fall on our knees for and praise him, because he truly is real. And carry that belief and that faith within us, that fire, to keep going. And not to lose the faith in humanity. We raise the vibration of this earth because it is all pure energy, positive, high energy, high frequency. And by starting with us, we will expand and express this to others without even saying a word. And that's how you heal. You start healing people. You start making others believe in the Lord by going within. And it's so very important to lead with love and understanding, and just being open-hearted, being ourselves. Being ourselves is so important at this time. It's a heavy burden to carry for chosen beings, for grid workers. This is just the beginning. Soon we will have our new beginning. And those who have come last will be coming first. Those who have suffered in this life will be first. We will have real celebrities. Real celebrities, people who are of Christ, people who lead with their heart and with love and faith, and do good by others, do good, do the Lord's work, who heal. The whole world is going through this big transition, big change, and it looks like everything's going to shit. But the Lord loves us so much that he would never. Just like when you get into a relationship with a narcissist, not knowing that they are a narcissist and that they're gonna destroy your life. You're gonna hit rock bottom. But in order to see the light, we have to, in order to see better days, we have to hit rock bottom. We have to be crushed be betrayed, be hurt, be lied upon, be cheated on, being judged. Because it all starts within. And when people don't want to do the work within, it makes it hard to heal. And then we start putting masks on to cover the unhealedness, the hurt, the pain. You guys have a good night, a blessed night. Make sure to pray before going to bed. Make sure to say a prayer before having your meals. Being thankful that we have food on our tables, clean water to drink, a roof over our head, a warm home, people who care and love us. Just, it's really important to be grateful in these times of hurt, of injustice, of pain, and betrayal, and just the illusions breaking, and seeing reality for what it is, seeing this reality that we're in for what it truly is. It's so important to have gratitude in these times, because we could you could lose yourself. We could lose ourselves having so much overthinking, and how are we going to make this happen? You know, how are we going to eat? What are we going to eat tomorrow? What are, you know, all these questions that a lot of us are going through at this time. You know, and it's all about being positive and staying positive and optimistic, and not keeping up with the Joneses. What is the other person doing, or how are they dressing? This is all bullshit. None of that matters. True wealth and true richness in life is having people around you who love you and who are there for you. Who are supportive. Having food on your table. Not having to worry. You know, there's so many points of view that the Lord is showing every single person, no matter your class and your background in life. He is showing every single person a point of view where we could truly be grateful for where we are in our life and what we have in our life. The Lord is all seeing and all knowing. And He loves us so, so, so much. We are His kids. We are His children. And sometimes tough love is needed. It does not matter how old you are. Labels are not of importance. Having a mother here in this world, a father, a sister, a brother, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, and a grandfather, a grandmother, a spouse, these are all labels. Having a last name, these things should not matter and do not matter. Oh, I come from this family. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Do you think the Lord cares about that? All He cares is about what we have in our heart, how our heart is, how well we take care of our heart. This is what He's showing us. So, you guys have a good night. I love you guys very much. And I pray that people will put their guard down and people will go into the light. People will have that mustard seed of faith and have more having more gratitude. There's, the system, the government, the state, yes, there's control. They're able to control, right? They shut down the government. There's control in not being able to, not giving out SNAP. So a lot of families are gonna be without food or struggling to receive food. It is not the end of the world. Yeah, we'll be hungry, but still manageable. We have to learn how to be resourceful. And in these times, it's so important to still have gratitude and be thankful for what we already have. And I thank the Lord for all these businesses, coffee shops or restaurants, little taquerias, who here in Oregon and Portland, different places, in Gresham, Portland, Beaverton, they're gonna have meals for free for the people who are not getting SNAP in the month of November, right? And I am one of them. Me and my family. And it's really easy for us to fall in that hole of scarcity, of panic, right? And it's normal. I was there a few days ago. How am I gonna do it? I'm already struggling. So many things on top of so many things in life already. And This is just the way that we're being controlled, right? The government is controlling us and making us believe that they do have the control, and we are that they are in control, but we're truly free. They want to control and put us in this mental jail. Excuse me. Make us believe, and this is all the plan of the enemy. This is a devil's work. And trapping us, being in this mental prison, scarcity mindset. And a lot of people label it as mental health issues. Yes, there truly is mental health issues and situations, but most of it is spiritual warfare. Good versus bad. The devil versus God. Fighting that demon within us, mentally, emotionally, physically. It's all spiritual. It's all spiritual. And that is why all the veil has been lifted. These masks are coming off. The real evilness is showing, has been shown to us, and there's no shame or guilt. We are truly seeing who the devil's people are and who God's people are. Okay? This is the reality. This is the real reality we're in at this time. So you guys have a good night, and I will say a prayer for everyone. Keep that mustard seed of faith. Have gratitude in what you already have. And keep optimistic. Don't go towards low vibrational things like drinking, doing drugs. Looking down upon others, gossiping about others, judging others. Get out of social media. If it's being engraved in your head and you're becoming negative because of what people are saying on social media, when it becomes negative, because we could all be scrolling on social media, whatever platform you're on, we're reading comments. If it's getting to you, you need to get out of social media and come back to yourself and ground yourself. It's so important to ground ourselves, to be one with nature, to touch a tree. When you touch a tree, the negative energy, it bounces off us. We transmute that with the tree automatically. Be outside. Don't become how the system wants us to become, what we have been engraved in our head our whole lives of how we should be. Binge watching shows, gossiping about others. These things don't work anymore. like how they used to, being on social media, scrolling. Stop running, because the truth is here now. No one can run from having awakenings, from healing, from going through the dark night of the soul. We are being put by God, put front and center to start healing ourselves. There's no more running. Time is out. There's no more running from doing the work within. Because all the outside influences, everything that has stopped you from, or what is that word? I forgot the word. That no longer is there. That illusion is no longer there. That distraction is no longer there. There's a reason why things are happening. You know, there's so much the government can control, right? Happenings, events, disasters. There's so much the government can control. And there is a reason why things are happening in November. You know, there's Thanksgiving, and there's a reason why things are happening. You know, we, instead of being apart, we must unite and come together and be here for each other. And it's not all that fakeness. It truly is from the heart. Because we are no longer living in this illusion, this fake reality, this fake life, 3D world. The illusion has been broken, and you could try to run all you want or scroll on social media all you want. This is a reality, and you're gonna have to face it before the end of the year ends, before the end of 2025, because 2026 will be a brand new year, and everyone is going to see this. Everyone's going to feel it. That is why we had all this year to prepare, you guys. A lot of people are not going to be able to handle it this new year. People are gonna have mental breakdowns because we have been getting glimpses, events, I can't say it. You know, like the Palestinian fires in early of this year, in January when it started. Disasters, I need to say, I can't pronounce that word. Sometimes I get my English and Spanish mixed. Anyways, This is our time to unite with the Lord. To truly unite with the Lord. He is the only one who could save us. We must surrender to Him. And for those who are not doing it, you will be put on your knees to surrender unto Him. And this is what people can feel, that the time is near. Bless you guys, and you guys have a good night. For the 13th time, have a good night.